So the general parameters of what Vlad the Mad Putin is trying to do in Ukraine, this is just like Vietnam. This is just like the Iraq War with the United States. So with Vietnam, the overall aim, like with the Iraq War, was just a very limited, very specific, detailed, narrow goal. Give them democracy. Iraq needs some democracy. We're just going to stay within this third world country's borders, and we're going to topple the regime, and we're going to install democracy. So the same shit's going on with Putin and Ukraine. A tiny little mission, and what they don't want to do is they don't want to provoke a response from China or Russia or America or Brazil or France or the UK or anybody else. So it's like going into the jungle. You're trying to kidnap the sloths and just a sloth. You're going to go to the land of the sloths, and if they don't want to be kidnapped, if they start fighting you, well, shit. Well, you'll just have to, steal and attack and rape and murder and steal their land. But as long as it's okay that you do all that, as long as you just do it to the sloths. Don't do it to anybody else. Just do it to the sloths. Don't do it to the bears. Don't do it to the tigers. And don't do it to the damn, lions, tigers, or bears. Oh my, kidnap the sloths, but don't bother the lion's den. Don't bother the tiger's lair. And don't bother the bear's cave. So I think Putin tried to take all of Ukraine. It failed for now. And he could try to make it seem like, well, he was just invading the whole country so that way he could take, Donetsk and Luhansk. That's really the main thing, is just, taking over the Donbass. But I think he tried to take over the Ukraine too. So that's two short-term, obvious war measures. Number one, take over Ukraine. Number two, take over the Donbass. I'm wondering if we flew our airplanes at the top of the stratosphere, if that would prevent nuclear fallout. I don't want World War III, but if a negotiated settlement is not possible, let's say Noam Chomsky's Neville Chamberlain moment doesn't work. Let's say we don't get a negotiated settlement. Then it's Operation Asteroid, Operation Mo Green, Operation Vladimir Lenin. How come we're not sending revolutionaries into Russia to topple the regime? That was fucking... You know how smart that actually turned out to be? Kaiser Wilhelm is going to abdicate, but before he abdicated, he sent Russia Lenin. He sent Russia Lenin, and Lenin took the... Russia over and stop the fucking war with Germany. Fucking genius. Operation Asteroid, Operation Mo Green, Operation Vladimir Lenin. Has the CIA? Have we got Putin yet? Because we can get Moyes, right? We can go after some poor Iraq or Vietnamese, some tin pot, dictator. But not Putin. Come on, big bad America. Where are you motherfuckers at? You can pick on, why don't you pick on somebody your own size? You got a chance to pick on somebody your own size for once. Instead of picking on some poor, powerless third world nation that has no nukes or army or navy, or they don't even have a stick. They don't even have a stick to fight. Big bad America. Ooh, yeah. Third world countries with no weapons you can pick on. But when it's a fucking nuclear power, all of a sudden you're shaking in your boots. You're shitting in your panties. You're shirking away from your obligations, America. Away from your legacy. America, you're shirking away from your obligations, your legacy, and your revolutionary spirit, God damn it. Now, of course, there's the madman theory. Oh no, Putin's invading Ukraine. He's fucking crazy, right? If people think you're crazy, then they'll think you're capable of doing anything. They'll back off. I mean, okay, that was Trump, but that was also Nixon and Kissinger. If fucking Nixon and Kissinger could come up with the madman theory, it's also Malcolm X. Malcolm X had a crazy Negro theory, which goes along the same lines. You go crazy. I go crazy. If we're all going crazy, eventually, black people will get their freedom.